Welcome everybody to Grand Rapids Yanmar Arena. Your Proctor Rails facing off against the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids. So today's game is a non-conference bout. Just set to get started here. Looks like, oh, that's right. We're in a different district, 17-minute periods. Extra 6 minutes of game time for us this morning. All right, set to get started here. We've got Declan centering Ruxin and Bria. Garrett and Miles at the points. Opening draw. Won by Grand Rapids. Down into the zone. Jace kicked this to the corner. Playing attempt held in at the point. Down to the slot. Shot in on net. Gloved and held onto by Jace. "16 seconds into the first period, we get our first defensive zone draw for the Rails. Declan wins this over to Bria, tries to clear. It's held in, shot wired over the net. Tip pass. Garrett plays it ahead for Tony. It's intercepted. Centering attempt goes all the way through the crease. Rapids has it on the far side. They'll send it back.
Green, get it out of there! Go, go, go!
Garrett picks up a loose puck in the face-off circle and starts out with it. He'll dump in from center. That's on net. Goaltender covers. Line change in an offensive zone draw just 56 seconds into the game. Draw one back by the Rails. Shot fired wide. Grand Rapids out of their zone. They'll dump it into the far side corner. Icing waves off. Walks all the way through. Gets it to Will. Out of the zone. 2-on-2 with the trailer. Centering attempt in the skates. Ruxin with it on the half wall down to the corner for Brecken. He gets tripped, no call. Back up the wall. Gray holds the point. Ruxin loses it across the blue line there. Grand Rapids will start into the zone. Down into the slot. Shot, that's poked wide. Rux comes across, hits Will. Matt jumps up into the play there. 3-on-1 as they cross. Matt dumps it in behind the net. Sent back around. Matt holds at the half wall. Walks into the circle with it. Backhander, shot. Rux has it, puts it on net. Saves underneath the goaltender loose. And Rapids through the neutral ice. They'll dump it in. Declan picks it up behind the net.
Go, go, go! Hustle, hustle, hustle!
Surveying as he skates out. He'll keep it. Down into the offensive zone, dances it around Max, loses an edge, and Grand Rapids will start back to neutral ice. Miles with it now. He takes a look. Rink wide to Max.
Go, go, go!
Max down into the zone, double teamed. Rapids will dump it into the zone. Garrett has it there. Sidesteps a guy at center ice. Into the zone just on sides. Wings a shot wide there. Rapids steps into it on the half wall and starts back up. Declan chucks it ahead. Rapids into the zone. Shot from the high slot. That hits iron. Up and not a play.
Let's go, Proctor!
With that whistle, we are 3 minutes and 22 seconds into the first period. Defensive zone drop of the Rails off the line change here. Draw one back by Rapids. Puck squirts into the circle out front. Backhand shot on net. Save from Jace. Puck's loose in the crease.
Go, 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 go! Hustle, hustle! Get there, get there!
Puck sent all the way down. Tipped. Icing waved off. Thunderhawks forced to play. He'll dump it off the wall. Held by Matt temporarily, but it does get out. He'll circle at his own blue line with it. Rink wide pass. Just too hot for Tony. Icing the indication. Brecken wins the draw to Bria. She's able to chip it out of the zone. Over to Tony. Actually, Tony. Held in by Brecken. He steps up. Shot from the top of the circle. Hits a skate. Rebound shuffled to the corner. Grand Rapids tries to clear. Tony intercepts. It's given right back. Dumped in from outside the blue line. Garrett surveys as he picks it up behind the net. Garrett to Tony, over to Miles. They're out of the zone. Miles crosses center ice, tries to dance around, loses possession, but does get the puck into the corner. Good start to head. They're into the zone, down into the slot, poked into the corner. Strong stick from Declan there, forced the puck wide. Miles fires off a boot as he tries to clear. Declan will pick that up. Around the corner, poked ahead. Ruxin will take it out of the zone. He's got Will with him. They're 2 on 3. Pass in behind Will. Rapids crosses center ice and dumps it right back in. Declan just past Will as he clears the zone. Gray plays it ahead, bumps his man. Puck's loose at center ice. Messy line change there from the Rails. Declan gets it ahead, takes a bump. Will goes rink wide behind Ruxin, but he'll be the first one to it. He's in 1 on 3. Tries to sidestep, falls over. Gray intercepts at center ice. Declan back out of the zone. Rux bumps from behind. Rink wide pass, and Thunderhawks are into the zone. Shot that gets knocked down. Gray has it behind in the corner, off the wall. Clearing attempt doesn't quite get out. Declan will pick this up and start out for the Rails. Possession down into the corner. Clearing attempt. Griffin now has it center ice. Plays around one, loses possession. The Thunderhawks are able to get back out. Matt chips ahead looking for Max. Doesn't connect. Offside's the call there. We get a whistle. 10:07 left in the first period. We'll get a neutral zone draw just outside the Rails end. Draw one back by Grand Rapids. Bria putting the forecheck on there. Cleared out of the zone. Brecken battling. Sent in. Miles has. He'll chip it off the wall to get it out. Grand Rapids intercepts. Still battling to get it in. Garrett picks up the loose puck and shuffles this ahead. Tony Unable to connect on the pass. Bria sends it over to Brecken, but that's too hot to handle.
Let's go.
Rapids into the zone, down to the circle. A shot off the post. Rapids still has. Shoved in on net. Saved by Jace. He'll hang on to it. We'll get another line change and a defensive zone draw for the Rails. 9:16 left in the first. Tied game at 0. Declan wins this draw. Tries to clear up the wall, gets reversed back in behind the net. Puck squirts loose. Shot from the short side, saved by Jace. Battle in the corner. Puck comes out front. Backhander wide of the net. We get a whistle. Net has come off the moorings. No hard, no foul. We'll get a defensive zone draw here. Draw one to the corner. Possessed by the Thunderhawks. Wraparound attempt. Save from Jace. He got the boot there. Skate save just in time. Up to the point. Shot blocked by Will. He starts out. They're 2-on-2. It's taken away by the Thunderhawks as they cross the blue line. Rink wide pass intercepted by Matt, but he can't hold possession. He knocks the player down. Gray starts back out, but he's stripped of the puck in neutral ice. Will takes this away and starts back out. He's hauled down, no call there. Declan now has. Will back up to Declan, just too far. Thunderhawks into the zone. Bat centered, shot blocked by Garrett on that one. Comes back out front. Garrett takes it, starts back out. 2-on-2 as they cross neutral ice. He'll dump this to the far corner. Ruck's giving chase. Max also on the forecheck. Thunderhawks clear their zone. Garrett steps up at neutral ice. Can't pick up the puck though. In just on sides. Garrett will take it away. Stops. Reverses back up the other wall. Clearing attempt held in. Second attempt does make it out. Puck is fluttering. Goaltender opts to play it. Icing waved off. And rocks into the zone. Swept away by Miles. They'll dump it into the corner. Garrett up the wall. Just too hot for Griff. Does get out of the zone. Thunderhawks have to clear. Into the zone again on sides. Poke check from Garrett. Knocks the puck to the wall. Centering attempt. Miles chips this back to the wall. Thunderhawks down into the slot. Backhander around. Save from Jace. Puck in behind the net. Rails able to clear. Thunderhawks have possession. They try a stretch pass. That's too far for everyone. Icing the indication. 6:36 left in the first. We'll get an offensive zone draw after the line change for the Rails. Declan on the offensive zone draw. Shoved to the corner, possessed by Grand Rapids, and they'll clear.
Hustle!
Matt in his own corner sends it ahead.
Go!
Just too hot for Bria, but it does clear the zone. Dumped back in, they'll be offsides. Should be a center ice face-off, and it will be. Declan wins this over to Bria. She chips it ahead. Thunderhawks take it away, though. They're into the zone, down to the circle. Shot, kick save from Jace. Sent back out to the slot. Another shot and a save.
There you go, Jace!
Jace takes that one off the chest. He'll hang on to it. We'll get a defensive zone draw with 6:06 left in the first. Brecken set to take this draw. He wins this back to the corner. Up the wall, Rux tips back to Brecken. 2-on-1 as they cross neutral ice. Will now has it. Tries to give it back to Brecken. Fans on it. Goes center. Nobody home. High slot. Will chips it. Grand Rapids able to get it out though. They'll dump it in once they cross center ice. Garrett, the first one on it in the far corner. Still battling for it there. Loses possession. They'll get it back. Off the wall for Will. From the half wall, centers it to Brecken, and they're out. Brecken down into the slot. Poke checked away. Rocks down into the corner, battling for it. Thunderhawks in possession. They're out of the zone. To neutral ice. Down into the slot. Good bump from Miles there. Knocks the player off the puck. Ruck steps into it at the blue line. Centers for Brecken. He bumps a man as he enters the zone. Has possession still. Shot from the slot. Tipped and wide of the net. Grand Rapids. A couple of passes there. Puts them out of the zone. They lost possession. Will just dump it right back in. They're going to indicate icing on that dumping attempt. Potentially offsides. I think it was offsides. Still had a player in the zone. Either way, neutral zone draw. Grand Rapids wins this one. They're into the zone, down into the slot. Backhand shot, kick save, and smothered by Jace.
Way to go, Jace!
4:40 left in the first. Still knotted at 0. Brecken over to Garrett. Sorry, that was Declan. Garrett battling in the corner. Rapids has it around behind. They center. Shot. What a blocker save from Jace. He sprawled for that one. Puck down into the slot again. Another shot. Jace finds that, and he'll smother it. Jace standing tall in net. 4:21 left in the first. Draw one back by the Hawks. Declan does get it ahead to Tony, and he's out. Tony, backhand pass to Bria. Bria into the zone. She'll shove it ahead. Dumped all the way down, icing the indication, and does make it in time. 4 minutes even left in the first. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken wins this one over to Bria. Bria with it in the circle, shivs it back to Brecken. Brecken centers, doesn't quite make it to Tony. Clearing attempt held in by Gray at the point. He'll dump it back down into the corner. Tony with it there. Brecken around behind, surveys. He'll play this off the wall to Matt at the point. Matt fires a wrist shot. That goes in. That beats the goalie 5-hole. Matt, the wrist shot from the point, assisted by Brecken. And the Rails are on the board first. Neutral zone draw set to be taken by Declan. He wins it over to Bria. Puck still bouncing around. Bria finds possession. Puck down in behind. Tony picks it up, sends it out front. Declan with a shot. Save, rebound, scores. Declan off his own rebound, scores. Fed out front from Tony. The Rails jump out to an early 2-goal lead. Declan On the draw, it's won by the Thunderhawks.
Proctor, let's go, let's go!
They cross center ice, dump it in. Miles over his shoulder takes a look. Off the wall, up to Will at the half wall.
Go,
Lead pass, Springs, Ruxin. Tries to stick handle around a player. Taken away. Thunderhawks start back out. Miles picks this up and behind. Dodgers one. Miles tries to carry it out. It's held in at the point. Declan will now dump.
Hustle!
That's going to make it enough, just enough for icing.
Let's go, Green!
2:38 left in the first. Rails up by 2. Draw one back by the Thunderhawks. Held in at the point. Shot tipped wide of the net. Hawks have possession again. Surveying. Sent out front. Jammed away. Sent out into the low slot. Grand Rapids still has. They'll send it.
Come on, defense! There you go,
Finally
go.
cleared to the line, but not out.
Feet.
Miles has it in his feet. He'll send this to the corner.
Go.
Will starts out. Declan into the zone. He's onside. Down into the slot. Sidesteps one. Lower. He's taken out. No call on that play as he was wiped out with the puck. Ruxin tries to send it down into the corner. Declan loses an edge. He gets the puck back. Sends it out front. Will with a shot. That's saved. Declan has it again. That's taken away from him. Chipped up and out. The Thunderhawks through neutral ice. Poke check at the blue line. Miles has it. He starts back the other way. 2-on-3 as he crosses the line. Shot from the top of the circle. Puck loose off the save. Held by Garrett. Garrett fires one off the goaltender as well. Down into the slot. Another save. That was Max. Sent back to the slot by Miles on the hold-in from the half wall. Grand Rapids able to clear, though. Spin move at the top of the circle. Down into the slot. It's in the feet. Puck loose in the high slot. Slap shot. Scores.
That was a rifle.
Ow. All right. Thunderhawks have cut the lead to 1. They do win the opening faceoff there after the goal. Dump it down into the corner. Gray checks as he's the first one on it in the corner. Shoves it ahead. Intercepted at the half wall. Gray takes it away again. Is able to get it up and out. Great wide pass. Max intercepts. Side steps. Loses possession at the blue line though, and the Thunderhawks start back out. Puck shoveled in behind. Griff battling for it there. Thunderhawks have. They curl. Top of the face-off circle. Hand off there. Shot. Gloved and held onto. Beautiful save from Jace. Tracked that one the whole way. 9.9 seconds left in the first. Scored 2-1. Rails lead. They get a defensive zone draw here. Thunderhawks win that one. Shot from the high slot, whistled wide. Max plays this one into the side wall. Puck in behind, 1 second left. That'll end the first period. All right, 17 minutes back on the clock. We'll switch sides and start the second period. Opening draw, second period, set to be taken by Declan. He's got Bria and Tony on the wings. Miles and Garrett at the points. One by Declan, over to Tony. Tony down to the side wall here. Sends that back off the goaltender and in.
Way to go!
Tony from behind the red line, unassisted.
Woo-hoo! Nice goal!
11 seconds into the period, Rails extend the lead back to 2. Declan over to Bria on the one face-off. She chips it ahead, it's taken away. Clearing pass. Garrett intercepts just inside the blue line, chips it ahead, able to get it out to Tony. Tony hits Declan in stride. Poke check there, but Tony covers up. Tony battling for it in behind, takes it away. Grand Rapids will play it in behind their own net and reset.
Go get it, Bria!
Clearing attempt, intercepted. Miles starts back ahead. He has the puck taken away right at the blue line there. Thunderhawks are in 2-on-2. That centering pass just missed down into the corner. Garrett in behind. He bumps the net as he tries to go get the puck in behind. We're a minute and 2 seconds into the second period. We'll reset the net, get a defensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken's up to take this defensive zone draw. He's got Will and Rux on his wings. There's one back by the Hawks, the Thunderhawks. Matt has it in the corner now. Battling in behind the net. Puck squirts to the corner. Center on behind. Brecken high off the glass. Gets it up the wall. It's held in at the point. Intercepted by Gray on the dump-in pass, and he gets it right back out again. Offsides, but they were out of the zone. Brecken to Will. Back to Rux. Rux slides it through the defenseman's legs. And it's cleared to the sidewall. Brecken with a shot off a skate. That's cleared. Matt resets at center ice. D to D to Gray. Thunderhawks start back out. They're 2-on-1 as they cross the line. Down into the slot. Hard shot. Save. Jay stood his ground there. Took it right off the pads. Brecken on the Ruxin on the half wall. Backhand pass gets Will out of the zone. Will's 1-on-3 as he crosses the blue line. He'll fire a shot. Kick save. Thunderhawks goaltender will cover up. We'll get an offensive zone draw after the line change. 14:46 left in the second period. Back on the draw. Wins this over to Griff. Back to Garrett at the point. He misses wide. Miles holds at the far point, sends this one behind.
Dig, let's go!
Lofted high off the glass. It does get out. This beats Garrett. Race for it. Garrett, the first one there. He'll play this off the sidewall. Declan chips it ahead to Griffin. They can't get it out. And then they do. Grand Rapids will reset. They're into the zone. Poke check, puck loose in the slot. Still there. Shot in out of net. Save from Jace. Miles able to clear. Tries to spring Max. It's intercepted and dumped right back in again. Icing waved off. Declan forced to play. Garrett plays it up the near side wall. Griffin let it go by. That goes all the way down, icing the indication. 13:49 left in the second period. Another defensive zone draw for the Rails. Reckon on this defensive zone draw. It's won by the Thunderhawks. Sent around behind. Taken away down into the corner. Matt hauled down from behind. No call there. Gets the puck up towards the line. Still battling for it along the wall is Tony, and he springs Bria. Bria into the zone. Stick handles picked up by Tony. Shot gets kicked to the corner. Tony has it again, tries to center. It's taken away. Puck up the half wall, but held in by Brecken. Poke to the far near side here. Thunderhawks are down into the zone. Hard shot from the top of the circle, gloved and held onto. We'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken wins this one over to Gray, who dumps it all the way down. That'll go for icing. We'll reset and do it again. Jacqueline set to take the defensive zone draw for the Rails. It's one back by the Hawks. Down into the slot, poked away by Will. Ruxin and Will, 2-on-1, over to Will. Back to Rux, just too far, it was in his skates. Rux takes a look, circles, and that's taken away. Lofted high out of the zone. High stick on Ruxin, the puck's gonna come all the way down to the other end. Declan wins that draw over to Miles. Miles tries to clear. It's held in at the half wall. Puck bouncing around the circle. Cleared this time by Miles, but not out. Kick save from Jace on a long shot. Cleared up the near side wall, but held in. Sharp angle shot, whistled wide. Puck in behind the net. Miles fires it up the wall there. It's held in at the half wall. Declan gets it back in the circle, and he'll start back out. Clears to the near side. Ruxin skates into it. He's got it. Shot from the dot. Pushed wide of the net. Miles at the far side wall. Sends it down in. It's intercepted. He holds it one more time. Then it does squirt out. Garrett at his own blue line. Over to Miles. Miles tries to go rink wide. Puck does skip over the Grand Rapids player, and Declan's in. Will was excited about that one. Couldn't quite hold his feet. Offside's the indication. We'll get a neutral zone draw with 11:36 left in the second period.
Let's go, Rails!
Puck all the way over to the corner. Grand Rapids with possession. Thunderhawks in the corner. They overskated it though. Gray sends this up off the wall. Griffin tries to play it. Taken away by the Thunderhawks down into the slot. Backhand shot. Kick save from Jace. He squirts loose, but Brecken has it. 3-on-2 with the trailer. Brecken down into the circle. Puck into the slot. Matt has it. Backhander pushed wide into the corner. Max takes a look. He'll go back into the corner with it. Taken away from him. Matt steps up from the point. He does hold, forces it down the wall. Sent back up. Matt will send this towards the net, but it's intercepted one more time. Grand Rapids out of the zone efficiently. Puck loose. Offsides at the line.
Way to go, Green! Let's go!
10:42 left in the second period. We'll get a neutral zone draw just outside the rails end. Draw one by Declan. Tony gives it back to him. Grand Rapids intercepts at their own blue line. They send it down deep. Rapids centers, intercepted by Garrett, and he'll start back out. 3-on-2 as they cross neutral ice. Garrett takes it to the far wall. Backhand centering attempt. Chip that. That comes through the near side wall. Grand Rapids able to clear. Declan covered up on the D. Takes that one away, sends it ahead, goes between Tony's legs. Still battling for it along the wall there. Garrett ends up with it. He'll circle at his own blue line. Stops, surveys, plays it off the near side wall. Grand Rapids will take that away, but then Tony has. Skate to just past his stick. Put a forecheck on there to force the puck in behind. Rio with the poke check. The Rapids out of the zone. They're down into the near side wall. Turn the corner on the circle. That hits the side of the net and ends up in behind. Battle along the half wall there. Shot goes wide. Garrett with it on the near side. Sends it ahead. Intercepted before it could get to Tony. Miles steps up in the slot. Knocks the puck away. Rapids a shot from the circle. Save from Chase. Rebound save. Puck still loose. That squirts wide. Tony battling his way up the wall. Does get the puck out of the zone eventually. Tony battles his way into the zone. Near side. Shot from the bottom of the circle. Stick save. Rapids has it in behind their own net. Clearing attempt. Garrett does just hold. He dumps it down into the corner. Centering attempt. Shot. Bria fanned on the shot there in the slot. Grand Rapids able to clear here. Garrett has it at neutral ice. Up off the wall, that misses everybody, icing the indication. We have 8:33 left in the second period, and we'll get a defensive zone draw after the line change for the Rails. Brecken on the draw. It's one back by Thunderhawks. Shot hits a skate. Still trying to clear. Puck ends up in the corner. Matt stops, reverses, goes around behind. His lead pass hits Will. Backhander past Brecken. Ruxin has it at neutral ice. He's got one to beat. Sidesteps one. Good back check there from the Thunderhawks. Matt holds the clearing attempt. Gets down the wall, pushes this one in behind the net. Rux has it there. Steps off the wall and is taken away. High off the glass. Gray with a skate holds it there. Brecken in the slot, shoots, fired wide. Thunderhawks reverse back the other direction. Ruxin has it. He'll push this in behind the net. Brecken battling forward and behind. He gets shoved into the wall. Thunderhawks cleared off the near side corner. Gray steps up. Backhander gets it around. Rucks from the corner, has the puck taken away.
Pick it up.
Clearing attempt held in by Matt. He settles it down, fires, hits the goaltender in the chest. I don't think the goalie ever reacted until it even hit him. He'll hang on, and we'll get an offensive zone draw after the line change. 7:22 left in the second period. Draw one back by Brecken. Miles tries to go D to D. That skips over Garrett's stick. Thunderhawks into the zone. Garrett takes it away, chips it off the half wall, and with the help of Griffin, gets it out of the zone. Thunderhawks back in now. Down to the slot. Shot from the bottom of the circle, hits Jason the Mask, save. Chipped up the far side wall, held in at the point. Dumping attempt. Stifled by Declan. Max able to force that out of the zone, but the Thunderhawks right back in again. Griffin picks this up at the top of the circle and starts out of the zone. Poke checked away from him. Garrett with it. He'll dump it into the corner. Cleared off the far wall. Thunderhawks have it. They chip it out. 2-on-2 with the trailer as they dump it into the corner. First one on it will be Miles in behind. Around the bottom of the circle there, ahead to Griffin. Near side, Miles picks up the poke check. He'll force this into the zone to strip of the puck as soon as he crosses. Thunderhawks start back out. Beats Garrett. Low shot. That beats Jace stick side or glove side on the ice. And the Thunderhawks once again cut the lead in half. The Rails now only lead 3-2. 6:04 left in the second period. Brecken on the draw, neutral zone. Sent ahead by Bria. Matt now has, he'll step around the corner. He's bumped as he enters the zone. Gray steps up, unable to hold the zone though. Grand Rapids sends it ahead near side. Taken away by Tony. He's up the near side wall. Side steps one. Down into the slot. Runs into a player there. Thunderhawks will circle their own net. Start back out. Through neutral ice. Near side circle. Shot from the bottom of the circle. Kick saved by Jace. Puck goes into the corner there. Matt chips it ahead. That goes past everybody. Icing waved off. Puck will die, not make it. Reinforces a player out from behind the net. Rink wide pass. Just get by Tony, and the Thunderhawks are out. Out in the zone. Shot fanned on. Thunderhawks still have possession. Poke player by Matt. Another shot blocked by Matt. Brecken clears to the near side point. It's held in though. He'll step up. Shot from the top of the circle. Doesn't make it to the net. Puck's loose in the low slot. Then Rapids has it again. Fans on another shot. Matt picks it up and starts back. Out of the zone. He's got Tony with him. Shot from the top of the circle. Partially blocked, but does make it in on net.
Let's go, Green!
Grand Rapids goaltender melts it down. 4:29 left in the second period. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Draw one back. Miles hits a body out front on that shot. Sent out front, intercepted in the low slot, cleared to the point and out. Miles chips it off the wall, trying to get it to Will. Will does collect, and he'll start into the zone. Will takes a look. Top of the circle, centers, rocks, unable to put one on net. Puck cleared off the near side corner. Garrett has it at the point. He'll fire that one. Chipped wide by Will. Will back out front. Puck's loose in the crease.
Reset, let's go! Way to go, G! Only need one.
Declan wins this over to Will. Back to Garrett. That shot gets blocked into the corner. Sending it out front was Rocks. Grand Rapids intercepts, and they're able to clear. Down into the zone there. Shot from the high slot just inside the blue line. Gloved and held onto. We'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails with 3:37 left in the second period. Second on the draw, he wins it, but it's possessed by Grand Rapids. Shot gets tipped wide of the net. Matt has it near side, he chips it ahead. Ruck skates into it, and he's in through neutral ice, down into the circle. He gets checked into the wall. Grand Rapids down into the slot, still has possession, pushes one in on net. Save from Chase there. Clear the bodies out front. We'll get a forward change for the Rails and a defensive zone draw. Brecken's up to take this one. Brecken wins this one over to Gray, who clears it clear. It's held in at the point. Shot. That goes wide. Puck pushed to the near side corner. Gray has it there. Up the wall. Too far for Griffin. Grand Rapids will reset at center ice and start back into the zone. Matt collects. Surveys as he circles behind. Puts one up ahead. Gets Max, and they're out of the zone. 3-on-2 as they cross at the trailer. Max down into the near side circle. Circles. Fires from the bottom of the circle. That's blocked wide. Cleared up the wall. Gray steps up. Takes that one. It's taken away, though, and Grand Rapids starts back out. Matt with a nifty little play there. The centering pass just too hot to handle through the slot. Brecken now has. He'll fire it off the near side corner. Too far for Griffin. Held in at the point. Still battling at the half wall. Gray has it now. He chips it ahead. That deflects. Grand Rapids will dump back into the corner. 2 minutes left in the second period. Puck squirts out front. Matt chips this to the circle. Max has it there. Unable to clear. Down the wall go the Thunderhawks. They'll send this one in behind. Puck ends up behind the net. Brecken reverses. Griffin picks it up on the half wall. He's got possession. Sends it into the circle. Shot blocked from Matt. Brecken battling for it there. His stick is tied up. He gets it to the line, but not out. Another blocked shot from Matt. Brecken will send it all the way down. 120 left in the second period. And on that icing, we'll get a full sail line change for the Rails. And another defensive zone draw to Jace's right. Declan on the draw. Tony skates into that one, giving Declan the win. Tony able to chip this one down into the corner. Battling, has possession. Tries to center, doesn't quite make it. Thunderhawks clear to the wall. Sent ahead, that's past everybody. Miles gets on his horse. Grand Rapids' first one's there. That shot gets pushed off the base of the net. Miles with it, sends it up the wall. Bria tries to chip, does get it out. She'll start ahead. She's into the zone, met with 2 Thunderhawks players as she crosses the line. And Grand Rapids into the zone, that's offsides. 36.7 left in the second period, neutral zone draw for the Rails. Thunderhawks win this draw. Just outside their own blue line, they'll start ahead. Shot from the top of the circle, gloved. Jace will hang on to it. Draw one back by Brecken. Garrett has possession. Let's get it out of the zone. 18 seconds left. They've got a chance for one. Just inside the line. He'll fire that one off a stick. Will has it from the goal line. That's deflected wide. Brecken tries to center. Poke check there from Rux.
7 seconds!
Break wide pass brings the Thunderhawks. Centering pass too hot to handle. And at the buzzer, that shot's fired wide. End of the second period.
Woo, buddy!
We're going to take about a 15-minute break as the Zamboni will resurface. We'll be back as soon as they're done. around. All right, well, we have returned to the ice. Getting set to start the third period here. Proctor Rails visiting the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids. Rails are up 3-2 as we enter the third. All right, everybody, 17 minutes on the clock. Third period about to start. Brecken centering Bria and Tony here to open. And you got Gray and Matt on the points. Opening draw, one back by Brecken, but a two-hot handle for Bria. Thunderhawks take a shot, kick save, puck still squirts the root.
Get it out of there!
Down into the slot. Matt takes it away. Matt down in behind. Shot in on net from Tony. Offensive zone draw. Declan wins this over to Tony. He fires wide of the net. Puck rims around. Brio with the poke check there. Tony takes it away as he gets to the neutral ice. Back in, he'll dump it into the corner. Chipped up the far side wall. It's over Garrett's stick. Icing waved off. It's not going to make it anyways. Miles the first one there. He'll dump it into the near side corner.
Come on, Green, let's go!
Center on behind. Brecken battling in the corner. He's getting help from Garrett. Sent it up the wall. Tony has it there. Unable to clear. It's held in. Dump right back in behind.
Hustle!
Miles picks this one up. Sends it ahead. Thunderhawks able to hold. Poke check at the blue line, though, and Brecken starts out. Pass at the blue line. Shot on net from Bria. That'll get smothered, and we'll get an offensive zone draw after the line change. 15:32 left in the third period. Rails ahead by 1. Declan said to take this offensive zone draw. Puck skirts loose. Grand Rapids able to clear. They send it all the way down. It does make it for an icing. We'll reset. Do it again. Draw one by Grand Rapids. Taken away by Declan. Up to the line. Matt unable to hold. Puck squirts down into the corner. Matt will retrieve. He stops, chips it up the wall, gets to Will. Will surveys as he tries to exit. Rink wide pass off the wall to Ruxin. Ruxin overskated. And Grand Rapids takes it back. Gray steps up at the neutral ice line. Still battling for it there. Kicks it ahead. Able to get it into the zone. He'll go down the wall. Bottom of the circle. Centering pass. That was behind Declan. Thunderhawks able to get it ahead, and they're out of the zone. Poke check and neutral ice from Ruxin. Rapids will step up into it, into the zone. Centering attempt ends up in the far side corner. Thunderhawks still with possession. Wraparound attempt, kick save. Puck's, the net looks to be a little bit loose. Miles able to clear. Will into the zone. He fires off a shin pad. The puck cleared to the line, but not out. Miles down to Will. That's off the base of the net and behind. Up the far side, wall and out. Garrett plays it from just outside the blue line. Sends it ahead, but it's intercepted. Thunderhawks down the far side circle. Centering attempt. Does connect, but he can't pull the trigger. His stick is tied up by Miles. Declan will send it into the corner for Will. He takes a look. Rink wide pass doesn't connect. Stepped up on. Garrett will have it in the circle there. He chips it off the wall. Not out. Garrett takes a look. He retreats back to the corner. Up the wall. This shot deflects off the stick into the near side corner. Miles battling a few Thunderhawks there. They walk off the wall. Shot. Saved. Diving play from Garrett. Gets that back into the corner. Puck's loose. And that's cleared all the way down. Thunderhawks circle in their own end. Rails trying to change. Stretch pass puts him into the zone. Shot. Saved and held on to. Jace allows his team to finish the change. And we'll get a defensive zone draw with 13:03 left in the third.
Let's go.
Brecken wins this one over to Matt. Matt into the corner, chips it off the glass. Max has it there, overskates, but then does get it out. Thunderhawks back into the zone. Brecken clears. They have to wait to be back on sides. They do. They're into the zone just on sides. Gray stepped up, took the puck away. Battling for it on the half wall. Just back in on sides. That shot whistled wide of the net, just missed the post. Centering attempt, taken away by Gray. He's going to fire this all the way down. That is on net. Save.
Okay, Green, let's go.
Thunderhawks have it in their own corner. They'll retreat behind the net. Tipped up. Does get past Gray at the point. Matt collects in his own end. Circles near the far side. Chips it up to Gray, who's out of the zone. Brecken sends it ahead, but loses possession. Back in on sides of the Thunderhawks. Tipped down, pass. Jay sends it back into the slot. Matt picks this up, and he's unable to get out of the zone. Puck goes into the circle. Gray is going to take a slapper at it, and that clears the zone. This will go all the way down, icing the indication. 11:32 left in the third period. We'll get a defensive zone draw after the line change for the Rails. Declan on the draw there. It's won by the Hawks. Pushed in on net right off the hop. Puck gets cleared. Thunderhawks have it in their own end. Taken away by Tony and Bria. Tony pushes one in on net. That's a kick save. Thunderhawks will go up the far side wall and out of the zone. Centering pass. Puck in the slot. Still bumping around there.
Go, Bria, go, go, go!
Garrett's able to clear. Gets it to Bria. Bria tries to go rink wide. Does hit Tony. He had to spin for it though, and the Thunderhawks take it away. Rink wide pass behind everybody. Miles steps up, is able to take it away just outside the blue line. Can't maintain possession though, and the Thunderhawks will be into the zone. Offsides as they enter. 10:39 left in the third, and Rails still ahead by 1. Brecken on the neutral zone draw. Thunderhawks maintain possession there. Matt chips it up the wall from the corner. Will has it there. Up to Brecken. Ruxin will pick it up and neutral ice. Poke checked away. He tries to center from the half wall. Held in and dumped down in, but not all the way. Thunderhawks send it back out. Matt collects. He'll dump it in from outside the blue line. Chipped up the wall. Dre unable to hold. Brecken battling for it there. He's hauled down as they get puck into the zone. Thunderhawks shot saved by Jace. Able to clear, and Ruxin starts back out. He goes rink wide, just misses Will. He skates into it on the blue line, though. Let's push this into the far side corner. Thunderhawks out of the zone. Brecken covering up, sends this ahead, just too hot for Will. Grand Rapids are clear, and they'll start into the zone. Into the high slot as he enters. Gets hauled down, shot, puck loose. Save for Jace there, and the puck gets cleared. All the way out. High sticking the indication. Declan's going to pick this up and neutralize and start in. Side steps down into the slot. Shot and saved. Good little play there. Grand Rapids didn't want to take the high sticking call. And Declan had a fabulous attempt as a result. Declan off the draw with possession, tries to get it over, hits a skate. Thunderhawks in behind, taken away by Declan, now cleared. Miles will be the first one on it, it won't make it for icing.
Go, Declan, go!
Grand Rapids back out of the zone,
Defense!
into the rails end. That shot kicked and melted down by Jace. We'll get a defensive zone draw with 8:32 left in the third. Declan set to take the straw. He wins it back to Miles. Miles off the corner. It's taken away. Shot. That's off the post. Garrett picks it up on the half wall, shoves it ahead. Griff does get it to clear. Garrett now with it. He crosses the red line into the zone. Still battling for it there. Sent ahead. Rink wide. Max picks it up on the wall. He'll dump this into the corner. Declan in behind. Circles. Puts it into the... Puts it out front. It's taken away. Grand Rapids down the far side wall. Makes the turn. Knocked down. Cleared. No indication of the call there. Puck out of the zone. Chipped ahead. Taken away by Declan. He's into the zone. Checked. He gets hit in the head. Well, we'll take a brief pause here as we take a look at Declan. We got knocked down hard. All right, Declan is up and off under his own power. Looks like he's favoring his shoulder. Indication is going to be an offensive zone draw for the Rails. No call on the play. Draw one back by the Thunderhawks. Brecken now has it in the circle, though. Centered, that goes through. Gray has it at the far side point. Puts this one down towards the slot. Taken away by the Thunderhawks. Gray steps up, unable to hold. Tony has it at neutral ice. He sends it into the zone. Cleared. Bria from outside the zone sends it in, but it's sent right back out again. Tipped. That's going to make it for icing. 7:01 left in the third period. Icing the indication against the Thunderhawks. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken on the draw. Puck still underneath. That's cleared up by Grand Rapids. Gray able to shove this one wide, and that picks it up in behind. Circles the net and starts out.
Wheels, let's go!
He's rubbed off the puck. Sent ahead, and the Thunderhawks are back out. Make wide pass puts him into the zone. Centering attempts, knocked down by Matt. He chips this off the glass. It's held in. Poke checked away there, and Matt has it again on the wall.
Go!
He'll start back out of the zone. Poke checked off his stick. Thunderhawks player picks it up. Shot. Glove saved by Jace. Puts it wide of the net. Matt picks this one up. Oh, battle on the half wall there. Gray now has it. He'll fire this off the wall. Not out. Poke check from Brecken. Puts them in 3-on-1. Tony over to Brecken. Tries to center it back, and the poke check puts it into the corner. Thunderhawks. Lead pass. Springs them through neutral ice. Shot from the blue line. Kick save from Jace. Brecken off the wall. Chipped ahead by Bria. Tony takes a look. He bumps the player. Brecken forces the puck into the zone. Still at the point. Brecken steps up with it. Down into the slot. He'll fire. That goes off the stick. Stick save on a beautiful shot from Brecken in the low slot. Brecken dumps it back in, or Miles dumped it back in. Offside's the indication, but Miles did his own blue line, so we're going to get the neutral zone draw just outside the Rails end with 5:26 left. Ruxin on this draw here. He's got Max and Will on his wings. Ruxin wins this one back to Will. Down into the zone. Garrett knocks his player down. No indication there. Tipped ahead by Will. Doesn't quite make it out. Thunderhawks able to hold. Puck down into the slot again. Push wide in the net.
There you go!
Good play from Miles. Knocks it into the corner. Shot, kick save from Jace.
Come on, Green, get it out of there!
Ruck's unable to clear on that check. Garrett picks it up.
Carry!
Puck still bouncing around. Thunderhawks have possession. This one goes in behind. Miles fires it off the corner.
Get it out!
Comes to the near side wall. Does get out. Max jumps ahead. He's in a foot race for it. Thunderhawks have possession. They'll send it up the wall. Taken away by Will. To the point. Miles has it there. He fires this one in on net. Right into the bread basket. That'll be held on to.
Come on, Rails, let's do it!
With a line change and an offensive zone draw. 4:23 left in the third. Rails still holding on to a 1-goal lead. Thunderhawks win this one. They're out of the zone. Matt takes it away just inside the blue line, but he's stripped of the puck down into the corner. Wraparound attempt, stymied before he gets out front. Matt stops. He's going to reverse around behind. Griffin on the near side of the wall. Battles there. Puck comes to the line. Brecken able to get it out. Rink wide pass. Hits Tony in stride. Puck checked off his stick right at the blue line, and Thunderhawks are back in. They're on the bottom of the circle. Sails high over the net. Defenseman steps up to the half wall. His shot gets blocked. Far side corner. Gray picks it up, chips it off the wall, knocks his player down. He gets hit in retaliation. We get an indication. And the retaliation hit from Grand Rapids, putting Gray into the ice, is going to be 2 minutes for cross-checking. The Rails will be on the power play. Are you kidding me? He doesn't have a neck guard on. All right, 3:33 left in the third period. Rails to a 2-minute power play here. Offensive zone draw. Brecken will be taking it. He's got Will and Garrett on his wings. Miles and Matt at the points. Brecken wins this one. Hope back to Miles. Matt steps up. Hard shot. Kick save. Thunderhawks into the zone. Walker save from Jace. Not able to stick it for the stick. He starts back the other way. He takes a look as he starts to neutral ice. Into the zone on sides. Shot. That goes off a skate. High off the glass. Miles will take it outside the zone. Link wide pass. Picked up by Garrett. And the Rails are in offsides. 1:19 left in the power play for the Rails. 2:52 left in the third. We'll get a neutral zone draw here. Brecken with Will and Garrett, Miles and Matt. Brecken wins this one over to Will. They're able to get it into the zone. Down into the slot. Thunderhawks will circle behind their own net. Chipped out. With 2 minutes slice into the zone, 2-on-2 as they cross. Shot from the bottom of the circle. Stick save from Jace, puts that one in behind. Will battling to get this one out of the zone. Comes down, chipped up and over. Brecken skating to try to get to it. Chipped past him and out of the zone. Will able to dump this back into the corner. 43 left in the power play. Thunderhawks will reverse to the near side corner. Rink wide, intercepted. Will shoots, 6, saved. Puck in behind the net. Held in at the point by Miles. That hits a body on the shot. And Thunderhawks start back out. Down in, backhand forehand. He's able to take the puck away. Jace played the puck. Good save, good stick save from Jace. Thunderhawks player went down into keep. We're going to get no call and a defensive zone draw for the Rails. 16 seconds left in the power play, 150 left in the third. I think the indication there is Jace did play the puck with his stick, so.
Let's go, Green!
Brecken set to take the draw.
Take care of it, take care of it!
Gray has possession off the draw there. Able to get it out of the zone. Sent all the way back. Gray knocks that down. He's got possession. He'll start into the zone. He's got Garrett with him. Backhander in on net. That'll be melted down as the penalty expires. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. 1:32 left in the third. Both teams at full strength.
Let's go, Proctor!
Draw one by Rux over to Griffin. Gray does hold the zone. Thunderhawks are back out. They're 2-on-1 as they cross. Hard shot, misses the net. Clears from the corner all the way out. Thunderhawks have possession in their own corner. We got a player still in the zone who had gone down. Stretch pass just too far. Icing waved off. 1:05 left in the third. Matt plays this in around behind, loses possession. Thunderhawks have it now. In behind the zone. Wraparound attempt. Puck loose, and they score. Thunderhawks out front. They've scored to tie. Ruxin wins the draw there. Bria pushes it into the zone. Played by the Thunderhawks. Miles off the wall, gets out of the zone. Ruxin skates into it, and he's into the offensive zone. Good back pressure there from the Thunderhawks. Takes it away, and they're going to start back out. 32 seconds left in the third. Comes down in. Cleared wide off the save. Thunderhawks able to keep the zone. They'll dump it back into the corner. Miles off the sidewall. Guia tries to chip it ahead, but it's held in. Thunderhawks get in. Shot. Save. Rebound. Fandon. Puck gets sent around near side. Bria able to clear the zone. Knocks her player down. Picks up the puck. She tries to shoot. 1 second. And that'll end regulation. Looks like we're going to reset the clock for overtime period. Referee's going to talk to the coaches and we'll make a decision. I think we are out of time. All right, we're going to set up for an overtime period. Five minutes, and that'll be the end. Brecken on the opening draw here. He's got Will and Tony with him. Wins that one over to Tony. Dumping into the zone. Thunderhawks down in. Taken away by Miles. Held in at the point. Near side. Center attempts. Goes in behind. Wraparound attempts. Goes all the way through. The net came off. And with that stoppage and the net coming off, we're going to get a defensive zone draw for the Rails. We have 5 minutes of running time, so we're at 4:19 and running. Brecken wins this draw, clears it off the sidewall. Tony steps up into it and clears. Thunder hops back into the zone on sides. Poke check down the half wall. Thunderhawks have it in behind. Sent out front. Cleared by Brecken. That's going to make it all the way for an icing. With 3:53 and counting left in the overtime period, we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails. Draw one back by Ruxin. Gray gives it over to Matt. Matt chips it up the wall there. Ruxin has it. Sidesteps one. Taken away as he exits the zone though. The Thunderhawks are back in. Poke check to the top of the circle. Shot. That's wide of the net. Sent back out front off the goaltender. That skips all the way out of the zone. Thunderhawks will regroup and push it back into the zone. Gray has it now. He sends it off the wall to Max. Max down into the zone. Around the circle. Loses possession in behind. Sent up the near side wall, and Thunderhawks will start back out. Ruxin takes out his man, but the Thunderhawks maintain possession. Link wide pass, puts him into the zone. Shot blocked by Matt. Comes right back out front. Shot off the mask from save from Jace. Max battling for it there, tries to push it out of the zone. Gray takes a slap shot, that bounces off his stick. Grand Rapids will circle at their own blue line and stretch pass puts them back in. Shot from the top. Stick save from Jace. Griff shovels this out of the zone. Sent off the wall. Grand Rapids back into the zone again. Shot off the post. Puck still loose in the slot. Still bouncing around. Another shot. That scores. And with that, the overtime win goes to Grand Rapids. Four to 3, the final score. Grand Rapids taking it in overtime. They scored with not much time left in the third to tie it. The Rails will have a long drive home. The field of defeat.